And we now have a decision from Maine's Secretary of State. Former President Donald Trump is constitutionally ineligible to appear on the state's primary ballot next year. This is the first time an election official has independently taken action on this issue. In the 34-page decision, Secretary of State Shenna Bellows writes that Mr. Trump's actions around the 2021 January 6 attack on the Capitol prohibits him from serving office again under the 14th Amendment. This comes after Bellows presided over an all-day hearing on the matter earlier this month, listening to arguments from Mainers challenging Mr. Trump's legitimacy to be on the ballot and the arguments from Mr. Trump's legal team and other supporters. Tonight we heard from Maine Republican House Leader Billy Bob Falkingham on this. Also earlier today we spoke with Ethan Strimling, a Democratic News Center Maine political contributor who joined former Republican state lawmakers to make the challenge against Trump appearing on the ballot. The two had hoped for different outcomes, but they do agree that the final decision could take some time as they expect a battle to play out in court.
I hope that everybody will let our courts do what they are set up to do so that we can ultimately follow the rule of law, and that when the decision is ultimately made, we accept that decision and we move on.
Oh, this will be fought to the full extent of the law. I don't believe this will stand. If this was allowed to stand, it'd be a scary time in the United States, and I don't think we're there yet. This is banana republic type stuff.
Some members of Maine's congressional delegation are also speaking out after the Secretary's decision. In a statement, Congresswoman Shelley Pingree, a Democrat, says in part, no person who engaged in an insurrection against the government can ever again serve in elected office. Donald Trump incited a violent mob to block Congress from certifying the Electoral College and to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. Trump's actions are prohibited by the Constitution. A statement from Republican Senator Susan Collins reads in part, Maine voters should decide who wins the election, not a Secretary of State chosen by the legislature. The Secretary of State's decision would deny thousands of Mainers the opportunity to vote for the candidate of their choice, and it should be overturned. Trump's campaign was quick to respond to the decision in a statement saying in part, we are witnessing in real time the attempted theft of an election and the disenfranchisement of the American voter. We will quickly file a legal objection in state court to prevent this atrocious decision in Maine from taking effect. And Secretary Bellows' office says her decision would not be enforced until the court weighs in.